Hey, this is Darren LaCroix coming to you live from my office in Las Vegas, because it is what we do here in the office that determines how often we get on stage outside of the office. And for emerging speakers, one of the things that's really important to understand is the lay of the landscape. And what I mean by that is the 8 different income models that you can have as a speaker. Now, there may be more, but these are what I believe are the core 8 that you need to understand. So number 1. A full-time professional speaker, a keynote speaker if you will, meaning you give a speech, you get a check. And 10 or 20 years ago, there were a lot of speakers who are thriving with this business model. That has changed dramatically over the past several years. That many speakers, like myself, still go and give a speech and get a check, but that's not our only income model. It's not our only stream of income. Number 2, second speaker model is seminar leader. This is someone who goes and leads a seminar. So more of a trainer as opposed to a speaker. So you're probably doing more nitty-gritty, more detailed information and exercises. Whereas a keynote speaker is a higher level of abstraction with a motivational element to it. It doesn't mean a seminar leader or a trainer is not motivational. Absolutely, you must be, but you're more dealing with the minutia, the hands-on, the specifics. So there are several people that you know who are actually started their careers that way. Craig Valentine, Ed Tate, and David Brooks, all fellow world champions, started their careers by working for a public seminar company. So you could be giving your own seminars or working for another company. If you're working for a public seminar company, the cool thing is they do the marketing for you, which is beautiful, but now you are limited for how often they book you and whatever pay rate they give you. But it is a great way to start in this business. However, there's a lot of travel involved. Number 3, income model number 3 is a salary-based speaker. That means you actually work for a company. Now, maybe you're a trainer in the training department and train employees on different aspects of your business, or like Mark Brown, my coach, phenomenal speaker. He works for a company and goes out and speaks to youth 200 times a year. So he's speaking in high schools and colleges and even some grade schools, but he's paid by a company a salary. So again, he does not do any of his own marketing. So if you chose to get that type of job, you wouldn't need the get paid to speak community, because what we do is we help you with the marketing. In that situation, you don't need it, it's taken care of for you. Number 4, the 4th speaking income model is a part-time professional speaker. This is someone who chooses to keep their day job. Jim Key, phenomenal keynote speaker, great pro. However, he chooses to keep his day job. He does really well, and he's a computer geek, and he loves what he does. Another example is Jim Stovall. Jim is a mentor to me, and he owns the Narrative Television Network. So that's his main business. So he goes out, he's a best-selling author, some of his books even turned into movies, but he's a part-time professional speaker. Number 5, speaking model number 5, a sponsorship or grant speaker. This is someone who is paid by a third party. So for example, Eddie Lee, who is a fellow NSA member, he goes and speaks at conventions and conferences, maybe speaks to cancer patients, but he's not paid by them, he's actually sponsored. So you may be paid by a drug company in that situation, or paid by somebody who wants to sponsor you. Athletes may be paid by maybe Nike or a sports logo behind them, or as part of the person who is creating that goodwill. A friend of mine, Charlotte Endorf, she actually goes and speaks to schools, and she's written some books about orphan trains, and she actually gets an income from a grant from that state that she works in. So that's another great model. It's just you're paid by a third party. So if you can get sponsorship, look at the different companies who maybe want your message in front of their audiences to get that goodwill. Number 6, speaking model number 6, a lead generator. One of my biggest corporate clients would be considered a lead generator, meaning they're going out and giving sales presentations. A lot of financial planners also use this model, where they may go give a free seminar, maybe even pay for people's dinner to come hear the talk. And then what they're doing is they're bringing them into their business or signing people up to use them as a consultant. So that's another legitimate way to use speaking to earn income. Seventh is a network marketing income model. In the network marketing industry, some people, feel there's a stigma about it, but it's also a legitimate business. Being a network marketer, a multi-level marketer, they need speakers. And if you speak about speaking, you could also be training other people in your company how to give better presentations. So what I would recommend in that situation is it's really, really, really important to love and believe in the product. So if this is a model that interests you, find a product, a network marketing company that you believe in the product, you think it's great quality, and it's something you can really get your passion behind. Because that is a great model, and if you're in that company and there's not a lot of great speakers, it's very easy to come to the forefront of the leadership and be in their eyes, as well as do some trainings of other speakers within that type of business. So believe in the product if that's the route you choose. And finally, number 8, an information marketer. That's somebody who maybe goes and speaks for free, but is selling more information. So they give good content up front, but they have their products or their services in the back of the room, offering more or a next step. Or if people like your content, then they want more from you. Quite often when I'm speaking at a Toastmasters conference or a convention or for NSA, I'm speaking for free. They might cover my expenses, but I earn an income by the back of the room in my sellings, my products, my information products. So those are what I believe are the core 8 speaking income models. And the fact of the matter is, most speakers who are professionals and do this for a living, use a combination of several of these, myself included. Some days I'm a keynote speaker getting a check. Some days I'm a seminar leader when I have my own boot camps, whether it's teaching speakers about humor or storytelling. Then I'm a seminar leader. Sometimes I'm an information marketer. So I use a combination. But what combination works for you? And quite often one will feed another. So I hope this has been valuable insight into what's possible in the speaking world. If you'd really like to market yourself or learn more how to get started in specifics of what to do to market yourself, please join me in the Get Paid to Speak community. Myself, along with Ford Sakes, who is somebody that I go to for marketing advice. This man is brilliant. Choose to join us in the Get Paid to Speak community. Just go to www.getpaidtospeak.com. Check it out for $10 and see what we have for you.